were eliminated from the competition after bowing out in the semi-finals to the Balkan nation on Wednesday night. Mario Mandzukic's goal in extra time condemned England to their fate and sent Croatia into their first ever showpiece final, where they will face France. However, since the semi-final, there has been continual calls for Croatia to be thrown out of the competition. In fact, World Cup Croatia disqualified has become one of the most searched for terms in Google from users in the United Kingdom since the end of the game. Read more Croatia disqualification claims. We linked up with our friends at football.london to list the 3 key reasons why people want to see Croatia kicked out of the final, and also explained why it will not happen. Rebic shown 2 yellows, but not a red. The theory: there was some confusion when Ante Rebic was booked in the first half of extra time, as many were led to believe he had already been cautioned in the 48th minute. It had looked on the TV like Rebic was cautioned on 2 separate occasions, only for Rebic to walk off and continue playing in the game. Why there is no issue, however, it turns out that after a VAR review, a Croatia player was indeed shown a yellow card by referee Cuneyt Cakir, but it was to Mandzukic instead for throwing the ball away. Therefore, a repeat of Graham Poll's fiasco from the 2006 World Cup, when the Croats momentarily benefited from the official failing to spot a booked Josip Simunic 3 times, was avoided. Should Vida have been allowed to play? The theory: speaking of bans, one player who could have missed the semi-final was defender Domagoj Vida. Following Croatia's penalty shootout win over Russia at the quarter-finals stage, video footage leaked of him alongside former teammate Ognjen Vukojevic, who is currently working as a scout for Dynamo Kiev, saying, "Glory to Ukraine." This sparked controversy as there were calls for Vida to be banned. Vukojevic, interestingly, was sacked by Croatia for the gesture, but Vida was allowed to continue with the team. Read more World Cup 2018. Why there is no issue. FIFA cleared the Croatian to play against England, and he went on to produce a dominant display from the second half onwards to keep Harry Kane quiet. Any action that could be taken against Vida will be by Croatian authorities after the tournament. Was the standard of refereeing up to scratch? The theory: a number of England fans were left unimpressed by Cuneyt Cakir's handling of the game, in particular how he failed to issue Liverpool defender Dejan Lovren a yellow card throughout the entire 120 minutes. The centre-back struggled up against the pace of Raheem Sterling and was forced to make a number of rash challenges. He even took out Harry Kane on one occasion, yet his name didn't go into the book once. Furthermore, some fans have argued that Perisic's equalizer shouldn't have stood due to a high boot. Read more England out of World Cup after Croatia defeat. Why there is no issue. Referees have generally had a lenient approach to carding throughout the World Cup, which has been considered by many as the best tournament for officiating in some time. FIFA cannot replay a game based on disagreements over refereeing decisions. Regardless of whether an incorrect call was made or not, the result stands. Poll loading: who will win the World Cup final? 30,000 plus votes. So far: Croatia, France.